Lodela. If, like me, you're an American model builder, one kit company that may have slipped beneath your radar is Lodela. But if you bought your models south of the Texas, you probably know who they are. Plásticos Lodela S.A. Lodela was a Mexican plastic scale model and toy company based in Coyoacán, Mexico. It was founded in 1957 by Apollo López de Lara, and the company name, Lodela, was simply a contraction of his surname, López de Lara, Lodela. The company originally made promotional models that were just reshoots of the old Revell Highway Pioneer model cars, mostly for the soft drink company Crush. Yes, Orange Crush. They also made them for a company called Titan. This eventually led to the manufacturing of some of Revell's kits. They also added a proprietary brand of plastic cement and a small line of model paints. In 1975, Lodela entered into an agreement with Cox Models to make their gas-powered models in Mexico as well. Lodela's focus was making the Cox Flying U-Control line model airplanes for the Mexican market, but they also made a few cars and helicopters as well. You may be wondering why Cox and Revell didn't just simply import their products to Mexico, and they may have, but by contracting with Lodela, they opened up both the Mexican and Central and South American markets without having to pay often heavy tariffs. It appears that Lodela mostly got retired Revell molds. They may have gotten temporary custodianship of current molds, but either way, the products look very similar to Revell, even if the quality varies. I was unable to ascertain if Lodela had the same quality styrene as Revell, but I did not see any complaints about it in the online reviews. The major complaints of Lodela kits were the same ones as the old Revell kits. This, of course, stands to reason as they came from the same molds. From the mid-1980s, Lodela also imported kits from Heller, Airfix, and for a brief while even Intex. But some of the models included Lodela's original Mexican decals. In 1995, they even did a one-off remarketing of a monogram B-25 bomber, but that appears to be their only foray with monogram that I could find. Lodela was best known for their 1 to 72nd scale model warbirds from the First and Second World Wars, but they also did 1 to 140 scale commercial airplanes. Many of these models were offered with the colors of numerous Latin air carriers such as Viasa and Aero Peru, as well as the usual offering of airlines from Europe and the United States. The turn of the century was not kind to Lodela. In 2004, Lodela ran into legal problems with Banco Nacional de Mexico, which would be drawn out for the next 8 years. In 2008, its founder, Apollo López de Lara, passed away. As is often the case with companies whose founder is the prime mover of the company, things worsened after his passing. The company's final products were just Airfix kits that were reboxed and distributed by Lodela. Between Senor López de Lara's death, the ongoing lawsuit with the bank, the lack of domestic production, and the usual array of market forces, Lodela ceased operation in 2012, after 55 years in business. Did you build any Lodela kits? What did you think? Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.
De la sierra morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. De la sierra morena, cielito lindo, vienen bajando un par de ojitos negros, cielito lindo de contrabando. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ese lunar que tiene cielito lindo junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca. Ese lunar que tiene cielito lindo junto a la boca, no se lo des a nadie, cielito lindo que a mí me toca. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones. Siempre que te enamores, mira primero, donde poner los ojos, cielito lindo, no llores luego. Ay, 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 canta y no llores, porque cantando se alegran, cielito lindo, los corazones.
The turn of the century was not kind to Lodela. Man, something has always got to go beeping in the background. How many freaking electronics do we have in this house? In 2004, Lodela ran into legal problems with Banco Nacional de Mexico. And yes, that's how you say it. Okay, I give up. Holy crap. This house sounds like the cockpit of a 747 with 3 engines on fire.